Hello, YouTube. I am Shaggy. I'm Phil Alitea, and the soundtrack to this game is hella loud as shit. So I was trying to turn that down, but they say, no, sir, we will not be turned down. And so I guess if one of these days YouTube will register that I clicked that fucking horizontal button, and it'll actually show my face oriented the proper way. But whatever. We are going to play some Retro Bowl. We're sitting outside in the sun, watching the sun go down. Got my new battery bank plugged in. The DC output is doing what it do, and so far, it is keeping up with our battery consumption. But that's really not much of a test yet. My shoes, on the other hand, did get a good test. I took my new shoes for a hike today. We went for about a mile, maybe 2 miles. All right, we are at Cincy. For some reason, it's not registering my controller. That's really annoying. It wasn't doing that last time I played it. Cincy has it at midfield. They keep it on the ground. Womack forces a fumble. Cleveland has it at midfield. Trucking. Hold in one place on the screen when running with the ball to fill the truck meter. A trucking player can push through tackles from the front or side and is less likely to fumble the ball, but runs more slowly, cannot juke, and is vulnerable to tackles from directly behind. Lower the screen to stop trucking at any time. Why is my phone being this way? It let me play this with my controller, no problem, just the other day. There it goes. I didn't mean to do that, but there you go. We're going deep across the middle here. How about this body armor flash IV stuff? It's gross. We're going to hit the receiver coming across the middle on this deep slant. Eventually we'll run the ball. But in this play. Now I have a very good wide receiver here, AR, if you haven't been watching the season. Aziz, whatever his name is, Roberts or something like that, is actually pretty good. And we don't kick the ball to score. I would never. I don't understand. This wasn't happening just the other day. I don't understand why now every time. I don't understand why the screen has to be whited out like that in order for the game to register that my phone is being used. What is that? Not my phone. For my phone to register that my controller is being used, the screen has to be white like this. I don't like it. It hurts my eyes, first of all. Didn't mean to dive. Oh, I got it to work for a second. Okay, I gotta spend some time. Oh, no, I don't either. Hello, the two of you. Thank you for being here. I was gonna say that I gotta spend some time working on that because every time I can't play with my screen all white like this. I hope that it's not all whited out like this for you. But it's very distracting and it hurts my eyes. So I was gonna fix it. But thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my bitching. Anyway, we're just methodically moving the ball through the air because my offensive coordinator is not calling running plays that are suitable to my offense. And now we're going to put an ass whooping on Cincy. It's hard being an Ohio boy. Cleveland had the ball in the short return. Cleveland possession. I should be reading that out loud. Why are you the way you are? Go. I'll get excited about what's happening in a minute when I ignore that my screen, or when I get used to my screen being all whited out. Eventually, we will call a real football game, but they are not giving me. They are giving me that's an interception. Underthrew that. Giving me horse shit for play calls, and I threw that right to the defender. They go for the pass, incomplete. Cincinnati punt. Their offense is not good. My defense is not good. There. Get myself some redemption as we head to 1 minute remaining, and that this is a good run play for us. Told you. It's a foot race. His name is Shalom Staley. We're going to throw it to him out of the backfield right here. I wasn't able to break that tackle. And then we're going deep to AR right here. Boop, boop, boop. Aziz Roberts is his name. And then we're going to run it right into the teeth of the defense. Not for nothing, but that wasn't going to work. That play call just wasn't going to work. We don't kick the ball. We throw it to our tight end. Are you with me, Mr. S? It's going to mess up my stream, but I'll check it out. What you sending me here? NFL Fox. Oh, this is like a dance mix. Yeah, I got to figure out what that is, because if it's going to do that during Final Fantasy, I'm going to be really annoyed. This game is on the Switch. I don't understand why these games freak out. Yeah, man, the NFL Fox Sunday theme is a fucking it's a cultural touchstone. Now this is my tight end. I really want to get out of bounds with him because he's prone to fumble. I traded for him 2 weeks ago in the middle of the season. Some team offered him to me for a third-round draft pick. This N. Morton, he's a 31-year-old tight end at the end of his career, but I didn't have a tight end starter on my team, so we're gonna hand off the ball here, and we're gonna play real football now because Cincy has decided that they don't want to show up. So we're just gonna play real football and pound it in. Let our running back do a running back's job. Jorb. Good Jorb, Staley. Now we're going to throw it to him up here on the over top of this linebacker. Pew! Now, it's not just that I'm very good at this game. It's not just that the game is easy right now. What I meant to say is it's not just that the game is very easy right now because I've only played a handful of games that we're playing on the dynamic difficulty. It's that I'm very good, and that 2-point conversion puts pressure on the opposing team to throw the ball early. And if you can get them to make a few mistakes early in the game, you can just kind of run up points like this on them. You can do this to anybody in the NFL. It's just kind of a gentleman's league. They make the gentleman's decision not to do this. The Dolphins, under Mike McDaniel, this is the kind of team that he wants. He wants to be able to just run up points like this on you and not play defense. The problem is it's an interception. You got to get no, it's not either. You got to get the opponent to make mistakes. Now I'm listening to the Mortal Kombat theme, so I don't know why I'm airing it out so much. I don't need to. We don't need to score like this. We're running into the teeth of the defense here. It's because running the ball is just not as sexy as throwing the ball, to be honest with you. But when that happens, when they just choose not to tackle your running back, that's always nice. Oh, that sucks. They do need to be shown how it feels to be crushed, Mr. S. This is why we continue scoring 2-point conversions. Until they can stop it, we're not playing gentleman's football. Now, we could simulate our way out of this game, but where's the fun in that? Cleveland have it on their own 18. We're just going to run the ball a whole bunch because there's no 2-minute warning, and the clock stops after every play. I said that, and then they put him on an out like that, or on a they put him on a go route like that, and I just had to throw it to him. Now I'll run it like we're playing real football. John Madden used to give you shit in the Madden games if you didn't play real football. Like if you tried to throw the ball on 4th and 15, like if you went for it, he would give you shit. Now, like, he would give me shit for doing this. Now that's going to be short of the line to gain. Oh, it's not either. So never mind. He wouldn't give me shit for it. Because it worked. And see, this is what the first half could have looked like. We could have just been running the ball like this. Just 5 yards, 5 yards. Let Shalom Staley just run away with the game. Because we've done this earlier weeks in this season. This is like week 5. I played, I think, 4 or 5 games. But, oh, now we've got NBC's theme. This might be Monday Night Football. That was fun. Malcolm Norton had an outstanding game, but we're going to praise the whole team. He's a tired boy. All right. They're all tired boys. We are probably going to lose a game because of fatigue at some point. Defensive coordinator gained a level. That's great news. We have not enough money to improve our team, so we move on from 5-0. Offensive lineman Roderick Jackson is a free agent looking for a team. He arrives at the training facility for my assessment. Well, he's a lineman. We don't have a lineman. We didn't have a lineman. We can have 12 players. And if you don't have a kicker, your kicker is bad. I promise you he's bad. Cleveland has signed 34-year-old offensive lineman Roderick something. Nobody has real names in this. They don't have the NIL, name, image, likeness for the real teams, the real players. They don't have the license. Uh-oh. Huge return. I was really hoping I could get that to the house. All right, we'll play real football against the Las Vegas Raiders. For a few plays, we'll play real football, and then I'll get tired of our play calls, and I'll just start, yep, we're going to air it out now. AR. Oh, don't even need to hit AR on this slant, on this post, but if they want to leave the middle of the field undefended, I'll take it, because he's got the speed to get this to the house. Bye! And that's why you play real football, folks. That is why you run the ball. And then you force them to respect the line of scrimmage. Uh-oh, Woods wasn't strong enough. Vega has it at midfield. It's passing play. Kinley wasn't strong enough. Las Vegas hits it on the 30. Missed the tackle. Touchdown. They go for 2, but they are stopped. Now things get interesting strategically. All right. Staley on the return. Goes outside, breaks the tackle, shoved almost out of bounds. It's the 34-yard line. Here we go. We're going to throw this to the tight end up top here. No, we're not either. We're going to panic and nearly throw an interception, but get the ball to Morton at the top of the screen. All right, we're going to just give up on this play call, and we're going to run it into the middle, and we're going to do that again. Whatever whatever the play is, we're running the ball this play. Because you never know when you're going to break one. And when you've got Shalom Staley on your roster, I did that juke, by the way. I broke that tackle. That wasn't the computer doing it automatically. I timed that so that I actually did juke that. You never know when Vincent's just going to be really good at juking in this game. That feels good. It feels good to be good at things, yo. Uh-oh. Good job, Staley. Thank you for saving that interception. That was a terrible throw on my behalf, but he made it look like I did it on purpose, and they're driving again, midfield, running play. Chase missed the tackle. Las Vegas is in the red zone. The quarterback throws it. Kidley missed the tackle. Touchdown. PAT scores. They are still down a full field goal. Now, look, I've only scored twice, but I am up a full 3 points. That 2-point conversion, if you can convert, puts a huge amount of pressure on the opposing offense to keep up. Not just the defense, when you can score like this, the defense already has a huge amount of pressure on it. We are not doing comeback routes. I do not throw comeback routes worth a damn. Yeah, we're not worrying about a comeback route when you can just break. I didn't break any of those. That was the computer. That's just how good Staley actually is. So, yeah, when you can do that, it puts a huge amount of pressure on the opposing offense. The defense is already in trouble. They're paying a team that was averaging 50 points a week coming into this game. But if you can't make basic tackles in the second level of the defense, you're in trouble. Because I'm just going to eat in that second level right behind the linebackers if you're defensive backs. Luds with a huge sack. Cleveland on their own 20. It's a short return. Cleveland on their own half. Yep. They made a mistake. They gave up a big negative play, and now this game is over because we're not giving the ball back. I'm very unlikely to throw an interception in this game because I said that I would play real football this time. I wouldn't just run up the score for the hell of it. But I am going to throw this post. I'm going to miss it because I got impatient, but I'm going to throw this post too. And I'm not likely to miss this one. I'm just going to hit the tight end instead of the receiver for some reason. Those were both me. Just saying. It's hard to tell visually which ones are the computer and which ones are not, but both of those broken tackles were me. And of course, when the character moves vertically, that's me. 18 seconds. There it is. Across the middle in the end zone. Too easy. If you're not going to defend the second level, that was a play action pass. Their linebackers sucked up into the middle to defend the run. But it was a fake to the running back. And so their linebackers, the middle of their defense is just completely exposed. Farley kicks off to Cleveland, for Cleveland. The quarterback hands it off. Kinley was too slow. Las Vegas has it in the middle. They go for the pass. Woods missed the tackle. Las Vegas on the 23. They go for the pass. Woods was too slow. Touchdown! It doesn't matter. The home crowd is unconcerned. We are up 2 scores. They've scored 3 times. We've scored 4 times. But we are up 2 full scores now. We are up 12 points. And we've only scored 1 more time than they have. The 2-point conversion is something that if I were an NFL coach, I don't know how I would ever lose a game by doing that. You'd have to, I said I wouldn't do that, and then I did it anyway. You have to stop the first conversion. You have to force me to play real football. All right, now we're only up 5 points. Not a good return. They've got a good kickoff unit. I'm still throwing it deep. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. He was supposed to go on a comeback route. I don't know why he got in the way of that throw, but good for him. We're only in the third quarter, and I'm playing like this game is over. I really need to hit ZH here, Horn. Hyde. I just need to feed him the ball. He hasn't got a reception this game. Let's do it again. No, Morton's going to get in the way. Norton just lives in the way of my receivers. Yeah, we're just feeding my receivers experience at this point. That was my juke, by the way. I did that. Yeah, in order to get me to stop doing 2-point conversions, you have to stop the first two. My first two scores, no matter what, would always be 2-point conversions. Now, if you don't get them, you are the one who falls behind the score. If they just kick, if you're trading points, and they go for the 1, the PAT. That was a weird choice that I made. But oh no, that could have been bad. It worked out. I really don't want... this is the play I wanted. It's embarrassing for them. These are professional football players. And because my... because of my scheme and the way that I attack their defense, there's no defense. There's nothing they can do about it. But that's the difference. That is the difference. That's what it looks like when you watch football and the quarterback is a truly great player of the game. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Is it looks like this. It just looks surgical and embarrassing to the defense. I don't need to still be throwing. It's just more fun to score points. A lot. Just a lot of points. Keep our average up, you know. We don't want our next opponent to think that we slowed down. We've already scored 50 touchdowns this season in 6 games. That's an average of 9 touchdowns a game. Oh, this is... wow. Wow. Guys. Wow. Moving on. Would you agree that wide receiver Hyde-Zig was poor today? No. Hyde-Zig, no. He caught everything that was thrown to him. The offensive coordinator was the problem. He was the one calling him on comeback routes, damn it. And Norton had better level up after all that mess. Caught every fucking ball I threw today. Now the owner wants to discuss future plans with you. You were intending to hold a meeting with your coaching staff. Now we're taking the money. We need the credits more than we need my team to like me. Because we really want to work on our rehab facilities. Uh-oh. Cleveland and Buffalo, 2 undefeated teams in week 7. We are in Cleveland. I am going to be playing a lot of away games in the latter half of the season, because I've only played 1 away game so far this season. Buffalo have possession. They throw the ball. Kenley wasn't strong enough. Buffalo has it at midfield. The quarterback hands it off. Womack missed the tackle. Buffalo in the red zone. They go for the pass. Incomplete. Buffalo with an 18-yard field goal attempt. It's good. 3-0 on their opening drive. Now, this isn't the real Buffalo. Like, that's not Josh Allen and stuff. But, you know. The kickoff return goes back to the 32-yard line. All right. We're not playing real football against this team. We're going to hit this. I'm going to overthrow that crossing route like an asshole and then just run the ball up the middle, because why not? All right. 3rd down and 3. I'm going to hit Horn on this deep slant is what I want, but everybody's going to be open. And then we're going to run the ball. Oh, even no matter what, we were going to run the ball, but this is the play call. That's his favorite play call. They don't like to tackle him when, yeah, we're going to do that again. And if the offensive coordinator calls that play to the bottom, we're going to run it again. Horn is going to get, no, he's not either. There we go. Damn it. Roberts came open on the deep slant, and then we're going to, run this, and bye, touchdown. Now we're going to get caught from behind. You're going to the tight end, up top, touchdown. Easy march through a good defense. That's what a good defense looks like against us. We're going to hit the tight end. No, we're not either. Yeah, we are. Tight end up top. I wish I could see your comments. I would say something like, I can see your comments. I am doing well, Alec. Thank you. It turned on my comments right there. Now I can see them. For the future, thank you for stopping by just to say hi, Alec. That was very cool of you. I appreciate those 3 likes. I didn't mention them because I didn't see them, but I value you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the eyeballs. Thank you for the support. You are beloved of me. All right, Buffalo scored while I was doing that, but they didn't get the 2-point conversion, so they only got 6 points. So we're only down a point after they scored twice on us. All right. There, I underthrew that. Oh, wow, I got really lucky because I underthrew that. That was an interception. My quarterback's not good enough to make that throw. And that's the thing, is I don't have like a great quarterback. If you're smart, you can overcome your limitations. Right here in the middle. See, Hyde didn't have a bad day. The play caller just called a bad game. He didn't even call a bad game. He just called a game that didn't use him. Right in the middle, get Shalom Staley involved. Hell yeah. And then I am going to, oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I am going to play Final Fantasy 3 sometime tonight. It'll be probably after I've played 4 games of this. I don't want to burn myself out or overstay my welcome on one game when for the first couple seasons we're probably going to go undefeated. I'm just good enough to do that. I could put it on the extreme mode, but I like to watch the game get more difficult. I like to see just how good the game actually thinks I am. How much it needs to cheat. There we go. They got their did they? 13 points. No, they just kicked the PAT to tie up the game. So they've scored 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and they've got 13 points. I've scored 2 touchdowns and 2 PATs, and I have 16 points. You see, am I like making it obvious how much of an advantage those 2-point advantages are? How much pressure they put on the team that you're playing? In this situation, they got the ball first and scored, but we're winning on fewer scores. And we're going to get the ball to start the second half. There, slant across the middle. Yeah, don't defend the middle of the defense. It's whatever. Don't defend the middle of the field. It's whatever. I'll take that every time. We're going for this deep slant just because they're the deep. Wow. They didn't defend either player. They're just not going to defend it. They just didn't bother. The linebacker just stopped moving. Great stuff. We love that. We are going to go between the linebackers here. Damn it. They're like, it's like he knows what our defense is. It's not that I know what your defense is. It's that you're not good at football. No, that's not true. They're undefeated. It's that there's no win against the quarterback that puts the ball where it needs to be. Everybody else was covered, but they weren't going to cover the tight end because they got to get pressure on my quarterback eventually in this game. And we can run the ball. Like right now, we could like take it around the edge here, get that little first down, whatever. I don't like comeback routes, and I've been trying not to throw this. Well, that works. I've been trying not to just throw the ball to AR all day. There we go. But if they're not going to defend him, like if they're not going to jam him off the line, if they're not going to defend him at all, if they're going to just leave him, my God, on a linebacker, I'm throwing this ball. Like, look, the gentleman sportsman thing would be to have stopped now that I'm double them in points. But we're not here to impress a lady. And we're not tying handkerchiefs to our face masks. I'm here to make these teams fear me because we're probably going to lose a playoff game. Because the difficulty is going to spike and it's going to be impossible. Well, it's going to be so difficult it may as well be. We'll run it here. There's no reason not to. Because you never know when you're gonna break off a big one. That's what she said. I don't know why she said it. That's a weird thing for her to have said. Uh-oh. See, Hyde is a plenty adequate receiver when your tight end is this open. Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Now, there's no answer when the quarterback's got a release like this. Yeah, one of the handkerchiefs has to have chloroform on it at least, right? Have you seen Ace Ventura, the first one, Pet Detective, where he chloroforms one of the Dolphins players? That's what that made me think of. So, if you haven't, tip of the cap to you. You arrived at the same joke as the screenwriters for Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Okay, so you do know the movie? Whether you were referencing it or not, it was still funny that you said that. I just like to tell people when they've said something funny that makes me think of something else that's funny so they have context for how funny I think it is. Oh, they almost got the pass rush to me. That should have been a runaway touchdown to AR at the top of the screen, but I was watching the pass rush. And so that's a real thing too. Young quarterbacks end up putting their eyes on the pass rush and not seeing downfield. Boop. And so really that's the only thing that oh no, that's a pickup. Yeah, I just threw that. That's the only thing that I'm really doing that's at a high level is I'm not reacting to the pass rush because I'm not athletic enough to get a first down if I'm in trouble. We're going to try to score on this drive real quick just to do it. See if my quarterback's got the arm. Like, my receiver had to come back for that ball, so my quarterback might not have the arm to get this ball in the end zone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 second, touchdown. We got there. I don't know why I like to see 54 points or more so badly, but I really do. We're just going to run this. Jesus Christ. All right, Buffalo, I hope you got the week off next week. Because that was bad for you. I wish I could see the end of... all right. I wish I could see... the stats of my dudes. Like what our actual stats were. Okay. Defensive back Paris Chase didn't play well today. What are your thoughts on his performance? Well, I'm not giving up money over it. He'll be all right. Offensive coordinator leveled. We're going to come in here and we're going to go to my coordinators and we're going to turn up our training regimen. And what week is it? 7? All right, we're going to play one more game and then we're going to meet the owner for that credit. And we're going to come in here to the rehab facility, pay him to tell you his thoughts. All right, we are at Baltimore. They are 5-2. This is our division rival. If you didn't know, the Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Ravens used to be the Cleveland Browns. Art Modell, I think is his name, took the Browns out of Cleveland, made them the Baltimore Ravens, and then a handful of years later, the current owner of the the Browns brought the Browns franchise back to Cleveland. So they exist again, but they're basically they're basically still a franchise team, if you understand what that means. Boom. Shalom Staley underthrew that ball, but what an unfortunate name. I agree. Um, it's after Jim Brown, I think, running back, I think, a player in the old NFL, before it was the NFL maybe even. But I don't know why they didn't choose a different name when they came back. I don't either. Like the Houston Oilers, when they left Houston to become the Tennessee Titans, the current team in Houston don't call themselves the Oilers. They're the Texans. I can't see your username, but my day is going well. Thank you for asking. How is your day going? My chat is actually working a little bit, which is exciting. Oh! Haven't given up one of those yet. Constantino, great to see you, man. Or great to see your name. Great to hear from you. Oh, missed that too. Okay, the chat's going to make this interesting. Don't mind. I think I've missed maybe one pass in each of these games. That's the other thing, is if your quarterback never misses, it's very difficult to lose. When your running back can do that dumb shit. I'm playing Retro Bowl. It's an NFL clone. They don't have the NIL, the name, image, likeness licenses for all of the teams, but they have the cities and the color schemes. So we're playing NFL football basically, and they've actually done a really good job of emulating the rules. This game is a very, very honest, or faithful, is what I meant to say, faithful NFL clone. It reminds me very much of Tecmo Super Bowl, which is a game that I played the shit out of in the 90s. The absolute shit out of Tecmo Super Bowl 3. Tecmo Super Bowl 3 is the first game to my knowledge that had RPG elements, where you know, like your blocking score, your speed that you could level up by playing. That this game also has that. And that was enough. I put hundreds of hours into Tecmo Super Bowl 3 because you could make players that were just unstoppable if you knew what you were doing. If you knew how the stats actually played out in the game, you could make players that were just unstoppable. Very much like I've done with this team. I haven't actually done that. But this team is a little ridiculous off our first draft. Fucking mosquito on my neck, man. Alright, ZH up top. That's not a good choice. We're going to go to the running back. I underthrew that. That was on me. That was entirely on me. I am not playing well this game. And they are going to take advantage. We're only down 3. Going for 2 is a huge, huge schematic advantage. Huh. The music is very interesting. You have sent me to an interesting radio station. Uh-oh, bye, Mr. S. Bye. See you. Shalom Staley takes this game all the way in his own hands. Breaks 3 tackles at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be chased down. He's going to run out of stamina. But holy shit, that's hilarious. Love that. Oh, I see. The reason that my screen is whiting out is because my controller is also trying to interact with the YouTube interface. Whoo! I'm glad that Roberts is a good player because I panicked. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, but we're trying to win, and so points are a big part of that. Down another 3 points with 4 seconds left to go. Can I call a fair catch here? No. All right, so we're gonna let the clock run out because they're gonna catch us, and then we're gonna kick off to start the second half. And for those interested, my We are down 6 points. We held for the field goal at the end there. My external battery that I just bought is making a huge profit against the battery cost, and it is not registering that I have used any of it yet. So it has more than my phone in its bank. That's just good news. I can be significantly less stressed out about the charge on my phone moving forward. We're going up to the top of the screen on this little out. We're going to throw it out of bounds. Just dirted at his feet because that was a bad throw. I'm struggling. I'm not playing well this game. This is what it looks like against a good team. I told you there was going to come a game that we weren't allowed to win. That was 3rd and 16. I only got 14. And we don't kick the ball for points. What is this, football? No. We get first downs. We need to be worried about the time. That's really the most important. I'm going to go right across the middle here. Somebody will be there. We're worried about them getting another opportunity to score, but not giving us the ball back. But that won't happen subsequent to this drive. There's still 4 minutes of game time. So let's try to get this down to the end of the third quarter before we score. There we go. It gets hard, Constantino. Is it Constantino or Constantino? I'm just very good. I'm playing on the dynamic difficulty. I could be playing on the extreme difficulty, where every team is a 99 rating no matter what. But I prefer the dynamic rating because it gets better based on how you play. And so eventually it just starts cheating and it won't let you do anything that you're good at. Constantino, thank you for correcting me. Yeah, man, they are just. My defense isn't good. All of my star players, all of my resources, all of my best resources are on the offensive side of the ball. So now I have to worry about scoring, them scoring, and then not giving me the ball back with time to score again. And I got to worry about the pass rush when I'm standing back there waiting on these deep crossers. I don't have the arm for that throw. Oh my God. The slant right here across the middle should come, yep, open right there. And then we're off to the races. And now we're going to run the ball. Now that we're in the red zone, we run the ball a little bit. Because we're worried about time. This is a good team. They're probably going to score again. They've done it every time they had the ball. So we got to worry about time. Get this at least under 2 minutes. All right, and then we go to the tight end in the end zone, and we win. Score, rather. We win that drive. Their defense is very good. They run the ball too slow, have it on the 15, keep it on the ground, wasn't slow or wasn't fast enough, strong enough, they score. We are down the full 7 points. So we have to score, and we got to score the 2 point to win, because we don't do ties, and we don't score points by kicking the ball. So we got a full minute and a half. We can take our time. We're going to take everything that we learned from Tom Brady all those years, and we're just going to go ahead and quick score with the runner out of the backfield. Nah, that wasn't a quick score. Good. You don't actually need to get out of bounds to stop the clock in this game. I don't know why. Well, I know why I did that. It was my instinct. Real football, the clock keeps ticking in this spot. I don't know why I went over the top for the score, but they're not gonna be able to score in 20 seconds. Now, We have to get this or we lose this game. Drama. But they chose not to play defense, like the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl in the final play of the game in overtime. Defensive lineman Kyron Kinley has suffered an injury. Hip. He will be out for 1 game. All right, dudes. That was 4 weeks. What pleased you the most about the win today? Praise the team, praise the coaching. No, we praise the team, yo. We got to get that team morale up. All right. Very cool. Thank you guys for watching. Mr. Constantino, Mr. S, Alec, everyone else that stopped by and hung out with me for a little while. Thank you for being here. I wanted to do that I wanted to play 4 games of that. And now I'm going to switch over to Final Fantasy 3. But in order for me to switch over to Final Fantasy 3, I have to end this stream and begin a new one. So I will see you in a few moments. Hopefully I will see you in a few moments. Thank you for all those likes. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Which means that you will see me when you see me.